Win in your mind and you will win in your reality. The locker room was silent, except for the soft hum of the fluorescent lights overhead and the slow, steady breathing of the boy sitting in front of locker number 12. Andre stared down at his cleats, scuffed and worn, a perfect mirror of how he felt inside, tired, used, and unsure if he could do this anymore. Tomorrow was the championship game. His senior year. One last shot to prove himself. He had trained harder than ever, played through injuries, sacrificed parties and sleep. But now, with only hours left before the biggest game of his life, he felt the one thing no athlete wants to feel: doubt. Coach Ramirez walked in quietly and sat beside him. The coach didn't say anything at first. He just looked down at the boy he'd watched grow over 4 years, from a skinny, uncertain freshman to the team's starting striker. "You look like you've already lost," coach finally said, voice calm. Andre exhaled. I keep picturing it going wrong. Missing the goal. Slipping. Letting everyone down." Coach nodded. "So, you've already played the game. In your mind. And you lost there." Andre didn't answer. Coach turned, eyes sharp but kind. "Listen to me. Win in your mind, and you will win in your reality. You've trained the body. Now train your belief." That night, Andre lay in bed, wide awake. The words repeated in his head like a mantra. Win in your mind. He closed his eyes, took a breath, and tried something he'd never done before. He played the entire game in his imagination. Every pass. Every run. Every shot. He pictured himself calm, steady, sharp. He saw the ball hit the net. He saw his teammates cheering. He let himself feel the pride, the joy, the win. And for the first time all week, he fell asleep with a smile. Game day arrived with the sky as clear as his focus. As the whistle blew and the first half began, Andre moved differently. He wasn't faster than the others, not stronger. But he played with something rare, certainty. He didn't hesitate. He didn't overthink. He was playing the game he had already won, in his mind. In the 76th minute, with the score tied and time ticking down, a pass came in fast from midfield. Andre had a split-second opening between two defenders. He didn't panic. He didn't freeze. He saw the goal, just like he had the night before. And in one fluid motion, he struck. The ball curved, kissed the crossbar, and dropped into the net. 1-0. The crowd erupted. His team piled on him. And Andre stood there, heart racing, but soul calm.
He had already won this moment, before it even happened.
3 years later, Andre stood at the edge of a university field, coaching a group of teenage players. One of them, Jaden, walked over, shoulders slumped. "I'm not ready, coach," Jaden mumbled. "Everyone's expecting me to score. What if I mess up?"
Andre smiled gently. He saw himself in that kid. He crouched beside him and said, "Want to know the secret?" Jaden looked up. "Win in your mind. And you'll win in your reality." That principle didn't just apply to soccer. Andre began applying it everywhere. When he faced tough exams, he visualized himself focused and calm, writing confidently. When he went for job interviews, he practiced not just the answers, but the feeling of belonging in that chair. When his mother fell ill and he had to become her support system, he reminded himself every morning, "I am strong enough. I am calm enough. I am enough." Each day, before the real challenge began, he met it first in his mind. And that made all the difference. Years passed. Andre built a career in sports psychology, helping athletes, students, and professionals sharpen their greatest muscle, their mindset. He worked with sprinters who shaved seconds off their time, students who passed impossible exams, single moms who found confidence to chase new careers. One day, at a conference in New York, a young woman raised her hand during Q&A. She asked, "What's the fastest way to change your life?" Andre paused, then smiled. "Change what you believe in here," he said, pointing to his head. "Because your reality won't shift until your mindset does." He leaned forward. "You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to believe it's possible. Win in your mind. Every day. Even when no one else sees it. Especially then." That night, after the applause faded and the crowd left, Andre sat alone for a moment, reflecting. He thought about that boy in locker number 12, scared, tired, uncertain. He thought about the moment it all changed, not with a trophy or a goal, but with one sentence from a coach who believed in him before he believed in himself. He whispered it once more, not as advice, but as a quiet truth thatched into every fiber of his life: win in your mind. And you will win in your reality.